Have you ever felt frustrated for not being able to maintain a new habit? Have you tried waking up early, eating better, studying with discipline, or starting a project only to give up after a few days? If this has happened to you, know that the problem is not a lack of willpower. The real villain is something that most people never notice: dependence on motivation. And that's why today, you're going to discover how to build discipline. The one factor that separates those who achieve their goals from those who always give up halfway. By the end of this video, you'll have a real step-by-step plan to permanently transform your routine. Many people believe that to take action, they need to be motivated. But this is one of the biggest traps in personal development. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes like a wave. And if you rely on it to make decisions, you will never be consistent. Science explains this very clearly. Our brain releases dopamine, the reward neurotransmitter, when we feel excited about something new. But over time, this stimulation decreases, and what once seemed exciting becomes tiring. This is why so many people start a gym routine in January and quit in February. They were motivated but not disciplined. If motivation isn't the answer, then what really works? The answer is discipline. Unlike motivation, which is emotional and unpredictable, discipline is a trainable skill. Neuroscience shows that discipline works like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. Studies prove that disciplined people don't rely on willpower when making decisions. They create habits and systems that ensure action happens, whether or not they feel like it. Athletes like Cristiano Ronaldo, entrepreneurs like Elon Musk, and top scientists don't wait to feel inspired to act. They've built a discipline system that makes them work, train, and study even on days when they're not motivated. Now that you understand the difference between motivation and discipline, how can you train this skill? The first step is to create a trigger for your habits. Our brain works through associations, so if you link a new habit to something you already do daily, it will be much easier to maintain. For example, if you want to start reading more, you can associate reading with your breakfast, reading 10 pages right after you finish your coffee. This way, you make the habit part of your natural routine. The second step is to reduce the initial effort. A common mistake is starting with goals that are too big, which leads to frustration. The key is to start small and gradually increase. If you want to exercise, instead of committing to 1 hour at the gym, start with 10 minutes a day. Consistency is more important than initial intensity. Studies show that when a habit is easy to start, there is an 80% higher chance of it being maintained long-term. The third step is to reward the behavior. Our brain needs to associate the new habit with something positive to reinforce it. After completing the activity, give yourself a small reward. It could be a coffee, watching an episode of your favorite series, or listening to your favorite song. This creates a cycle of gratification that strengthens discipline and makes the habit enjoyable. The fourth step is to eliminate the need for choice. Discipline becomes stronger when you transform your identity. Instead of thinking, "I need to push myself to be disciplined," start saying, "I am a disciplined person." Small changes in how you see yourself make a big difference in your behavior. Psychological studies show that when someone identifies with a positive behavior, the chances of maintaining that behavior significantly increase. Now that you understand how to build discipline, there's one secret that few people know. Systems are more important than willpower. If you constantly need willpower to act, it means your system is failing. The environment around you should facilitate your habits and eliminate distractions. For example, if you want to read more, leave the book visible and easily accessible. If you want to stop using your phone before bed, leave it outside the room. Small changes in your environment lead to big impacts on your behavior. Many people think discipline is a matter of extreme effort, but the truth is that those who truly master this skill don't rely on continuous effort. They build systems that ensure progress happens automatically. That's why successful people seem to have unwavering consistency. They don't make decisions all the time. They've already organized their lives so the right behavior happens naturally. To conclude, remember this: motivation comes and goes, but discipline builds results. Today, you've learned how to create habits scientifically and how to maintain consistency without relying on willpower. Now it's up to you to take the first step. Choose a habit you want to develop and apply at least one of the strategies you learned here. Small daily changes create massive transformations over time. Your future depends on what you do today, and now you have the right tools to take action.